Hello, children. How are you today? I hope you're fine. All right, this is a music lesson for today. And the topic you want to check today says Brief History of Haydn. Brief History of Haydn. Now, at the end of the lesson, I expect you to be able to narrate the life history of Haydn. You should be able to narrate the life history of Haydn. Then you should be able to enumerate some of his music works. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to enumerate some of his musical works. All right, let's go. Haydn lived between 1732 to 1809. Now let's go into his history proper. Haydn was born in a small village in Austria, a small village in Austria. So he was born in 18th century in the year 1732. Haydn was born in the year 1732. So his full name was Joseph Haydn. Joseph Haydn. He was one of the family of 12. These are the kind of questions I will throw at you in the exam. In what year was Haydn born? He was born in the year 1732. Can I ask you, where was Haydn born? Haydn was born in a small village in Austria. In which of these centuries was Haydn born? Is it 17, 18, 19, 20th century? You got to tell me 18th century. And I can ask you, what was Haydn's full name? His full name was Joseph Haydn. So if I said Haydn came out from from a family of how many children? That's from a family of 12. So take note of that. So his good voice got him into the Vienna choir school. His good voice, he was blessed with a fantastic voice. So that was what it was saying, and they just gave him a quick admission into Vienna choir school. Vienna is just the headquarters or the capital of Austria. It's a very popular place in Austria where most musicians always like to end their career. It's just like in the game of football, most great footballers always like to end their career in big clubs like Real Madrid, Juventus, and the rest of them. So more like that. Then in music, most musicians ended their career. Most musicians ended their career at Vienna. So Haydn's good voice gave him admission into Vienna choir school. So, but he was dismissed from that choir school at the age of 16. At the age of 16, why? Why was he dismissed? Because his voice broke. That means that's to say, he used to sing soprano, very tingling and high-pitched singer then. So, but when his voice broke, perhaps when he got to age of puberty, he was dismissed and he picked up something else to do. So that's about Haydn. Haydn produced, let me minimize this camera for you to see what I wrote here. Yeah. Haydn produced his first symphony when he was invited to stay at a large country house where there were two good violinists, a violist and a cellist. He produced his first symphony when he was invited to come and stay in a large country house. In that large country house, there were two good and fantastic violinists, a violist and a cellist. Who is a violinist? Of course, you know that someone who plays the violin is a violinist. There were two very good, two good violinists. Then who is a violist? A violist is someone who plays the viola. Then who is a cellist? Someone who plays cello is called cellist. Take note of that. All right. So his great chance came when he was nearly 29 years old. When he was almost 29 years old, he was appointed as a music master to the great Prince Esterhazy, who was given that post as the music master. Then he worked hard and wrote over 100 symphonies at the age of 29. Wow. over 100 symphonies. My God, that's great. A very great work. Did a very great work. I was a very powerful composer. So for this reason, Haydn was regarded as the father of symphony and quartet. This is very, very important. I often ask this question in exam. Haydn was referred to, or he was regarded as, the father of symphony and quartet because of his great exploits in symphonies. He wrote more symphonies than any other kind of music then. He wrote more symphonies. Imagine when he was appointed as music master when he was almost 29 years old. At that time, he wrote over 100 symphonies. Wow. How many songs have I written, Mr. Boyji? Oh, man, I have long way to go. And my, oh, I should cover my face. But never mind the other great things I have done and which you have done as well, and you're still going to do much more. You can be better than this man. Yes, you can be better than this man. All right, that's about Haydn. So he was regarded as the father of symphony and quartet. All right, so let me bring up my camera again so that it will not cover the right of there. So Haydn's visit to London was when he was nearly 60 years old. When he was nearly 60, he was invited to, he visited London. Why London, Haydn? Why can't you come and visit Nigeria? Probably Lagos. Most especially come to Apapa Sacred Heart Nursery and Primary School. I come and see some of these children I'm teaching now from Mr. Boyji. I'm only trying to make you laugh. Are you sure that Sacred Heart was created that time? No. Not at all. No. He only visited London. Did he even visit any country in Africa? Oh my God. So he visited London when he was nearly 60 years old, and Oxford made him a doctor of music. Oxford made him a doctor of music. With all his exploits and his wonderful work, he died at the age of 77. 77 in the year 1809. Haydn died at the age of 77 years. And that was in the year 1809. Wonderful. By the time he died, or before he died, can we check some of his musical works? Haydn's musical works include Symphony, Symphony 1, which he did much better. He wrote more symphonies. The second one, Quartet. And lastly, Opera, and many other ones. Let me put it that way. He wrote Symphony, quite a lot of symphony and quartet, and he also wrote opera and some other kind of music. That was why in the previous slide I mentioned it earlier, he was regarded as father of symphony and quartet. That's a very wonderful work. Please take note of this. I can give you this kind of question in your exam that Haydn's musical work includes that reggae, hip hop, juju, symphony. You pick one. I'm sure you get it one right strictly. All right, or I just put it another way. Haydn's musical work includes the following, except dash: symphony, quartet, opera, hip hop. What are you going to pick? Hip hop, of course. There wasn't anything like hip hop then. So take note of that and work harder. All right. So making a quick reference to our previous slide, Haydn was born in the year what? Haydn was born in the year, where is it? All right, let me refer to our previous slide. Haydn was born in the year 1732. I want you to see it for yourself. Haydn was born in the year 1732. His full name was Joseph Haydn, and he was born in a small village in Austria in the 18th century. So, and he used to sing soprano. It was when his voice broke that he was shown the exit door from Vienna Choir School. Take note of that. So, take note of that. Take note of that. So some of his work, he visited London when he was nearly 60 years old, and he died at the age of 77 in the year 1809. And I've mentioned some of his music works, symphony, quartet, opera, and so on and so forth. So please go over this over, go through everything over and over again, or I mean to say, go over everything one slide after the other. You can rewind, you can watch again. It's totally very simple. So let's talk about your assignment before we call it a day. Now, oh, oops, let's go by slide. Okay, Music Made Easy, book 4. Music Made Easy, book 4, page 66, from numbers 1 to 10. And once you're done, just send to me on WhatsApp for marking and proper recording. So till I come your way next time, have a wonderful lecture and record. Ewo. Are you kidding me?